Hi there, I'm an Ultimate Iron Man. Sort of. I've divided the Runescape map into 18 regions, all with their own custom-built task system. These tasks provide rewards to me, such as XP and supplies. Every week, I will randomly select one of these regions and I'll be locked to it for 9 hours. Once up, my inventory and ward equipment will be wiped. My bank will be operating on a store-only basis, which means I can never take items out of it. I have compiled a list of RuneScape bosses, and the goal of this series is to kill all of them at least once. With every boss killed for the first time, I'm awarded either the choice of an additional region every week, or the ability to carry over one inventory slot every single week. Lastly, all of this content will be streamed live at twitch.tv/MrFrogRS, so be sure to join in. If you need any more information, make sure you check out the description, or just leave a comment. Without further ado, I bring you Regional Rumble! So stupid. But yeah, with all that said, let's go on and roll our new regions. Oh god, I don't really know what I have available to me with these. I honestly stubbed. I'm gonna have to figure out what I'm doing because I don't. Oh man, I was really hoping for Fremy. Oh god. Well, we'll figure this out. I'll figure this out and we'll find something to do, even if it is just training attack more because we are nearly 60 attack. So, but anyway, on to another week of Regional Rumble. Hello and welcome to another episode of Regional Rumble. This week I have started in the Gnome Stronghold. Why? No idea. Honestly, I've got no idea what I'm doing this week whatsoever. Absolutely none. There's no bosses that I could kill, I don't think. I mean, Troll Stronghold has God Wars, which is probably the most likely, but even then it's like ridiculous. The Gnome Stronghold only has the Slayer bosses, and obviously I don't have the Slayer level for them. Ardy doesn't have any bosses, so this is a very boring week. I'm going to be honest with you. Very boring. I have no idea what I plan to do. I've been thinking about this since I finished the last episode, and I can't come up with anything other than trying to grow an apple tree. That's all I've got. That is all I've got. I don't know. We'll have to figure something out. I'm probably just going to go and, I don't know, try and make some money. And then I'll figure something out. Who knows? Alright, so this is kind of awkward. I kind of already recorded all of this, but apparently I didn't start the recording and then finish it. I stopped the recording and then started it. So basically, the only time I wasn't recording was when I wanted to record. So I'm terrible. Yeah, basically, the gist that we were going to have is that I was going to come over to Chaos Druids and just kill these for a while, train some attack while I figure out something we can do with these regions, because they're terrible. Let's face it. It's an awful week. I don't really know what I want to do. Not like consistently anyway. There's no boss that's even within realm of beating. The only bosses I can even do are God Wars, I think. And I'm not doing that. It's just a complete waste of time and I'm going to get killed. Ardy doesn't have any bosses, and Gnome, I think, are Slayer locked. So that's them ruled out. Anyway, I've been killing these for a while since I tried to record that previous clip, and I've come up to the decision that I want to kill these and train attack until 60, which will unlock dragon weapons. And then what I'm going to probably do is invest a whole lot of time training fishing. Now, I know I said before that I wanted to train thieving instead of getting the fishing level for sharks, but it doesn't hurt to do fishing when I don't really have anything else to do. I could train thieving, but it's incredibly slow. For the methods that I can see, I don't have access to any fast ones like Pyramid Plunder or even the Stealing Artifacts in Kourend, so we won't be doing that. I also want to get 68 to get into the Fishing Guild, so if we can get that unlocked, that'd be great. And yeah, that's pretty much where I'm at. I feel so stupid. Like, I looked back on my previous recording, and I just noticed that I started recording at the end of it, so that's wonderful. Just wonderful. I've been doing this for a while now, and yeah, I'm still awful. Right, I'm going to take a quick break from this. We've got a bunch of herbs, most of which I'm not even going to be able to use because the secondaries are a pain. We're going to clear up some space, and what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go over to the silk stall and steal a bunch of silk. The reason I want to do this is so that once I'm done training attack to 60, I may... Okay, nice one. I may be able to sell it back and get some money, which will allow me to buy the fishing stuff. So that's just the plan and hope for now. I picked up an unholy mold just in case. I don't think I'd need it. Honestly, I'm just going to drop it. Why am I even hoarding this? I don't know. Make a prayer potion. Collect some more space. Yeah, I'm going to steal the silk. Honestly, I'm so aimlessly running around for this episode because I don't really know what I want to do. I've got to make money somehow. And that's going to be 60 attack, which we get interrupted. But 60 attack does now mean that we can use dragon weaponry. Unfortunately, getting dragon weaponry in this account is not the easiest thing in the world. I think the most practical is going to be a dragon longsword, and for that we need Asgarnia and Lumbridge in the same week. If we can manage to do that, we might be able to get ourselves a dragon longsword. The only reason I say might is because I haven't really factored in the cost of the dragon longsword. We'd still have to actually buy the thing, and I don't really know how I'd make the money. Obviously, if I can just get Lost City done, then all I need is Lumbridge, and I can access Xanaris and allow myself to buy the dragon longsword. Just a reminder, by the way, if I do access fairy rings later on in the account, I'm not allowed to go to Xanaris unless I have Lumbridge unlocked. That's the way I've been planning to do this anyway. It's just because you can basically access Xanaris from any area at that point, and it just feels a little bit cheaty. So we're going to go ahead and sell off these silk, or at least try. I don't know how long it's been. And then I'm going to go and do some fishing. I'm probably just going to drop all these herbs and stuff. I just wanted to get a little bit of XP while I was training combat. We will work on training attack again to get 65 for the Warriors Guild. Can I sell these? Yes. Okay. So I will look into doing that. I think I've done this wrong, actually. Oh, wait, no. Sell the silk. Sweet. There we go. We've got money. I've completely lost track of what I was saying. I'm going to get 65 attack at some point, but the combat training in this area is just pants. It's terrible. So I'm going to make the most of the fishing opportunity. Try and get towards 68 fishing. If I can get 68 fishing this week, it'd be amazing. I don't think I can, but if I could, that's access to the fishing guild, which is a step closer to what I need to do in the future anyway. So let's get ourselves some fishing gear, and we'll head over to our favourite fishing spot. On a side note, I completely forgot to mention that I did add the 50,000 XP for fletching that we got from last week, and that put us to 60. One level, or nearly two. Very nearly 2 levels in fletching, so I don't know if that unlocked anything. I didn't actually look. 60 gives us... Okay, that's not very useful. Absolutely nothing useful, it seems. Unfortunate. But still, 60 fletching. Let's get on with fishing. Okay then, brief little update clip because I haven't made a clip in a while. First things first, we are now at 66 fishing. I haven't really recorded the levels for 2 reasons. The first one being, I don't think it's that interesting to show every single level. And the second reason is, I've actually done a lot of this on mobile. It's just casual fishing, so I figured I'd do it on mobile. Which leads on to my next point that I want to make. When I first started fishing here, I didn't actually have that many feathers or coins. So what I ended up doing was I was going to the center of Ardi, and I'd steal a bunch of silk. I'd fill up to basically about this point where I had like 4 slots left, or maybe less than that. I don't remember. It just depended on how many I wanted to grab at the time. Around that point. And then I would go back to fishing, fish for a while, and then when I go to get more feathers, I would go and sell the silk, because by that time the timer was up. And then I'd come back here again. Now, the big issue with doing this is that I could only fish like 4 fish at a time, and I had to keep dropping them on 4, and then fish again, and then drop them on 4. It wasn't too bad on mobile, though, because obviously you have the shift-click drop, but you can just leave it on. So one of the advantages was I just pressed the little button, and this was highlighted in red, so every time I needed to drop them, I just tapped them and then clicked on the spot again. So it wasn't too bad, but it did get kind of annoying having to drop them every 4. Now, you're probably wondering how I got to this many feathers. Well, luckily, while I was on mobile, I also got a maze random. So that cleared me up pretty nicely. I got some coins, some death runes, and I think I might have got some feathers from that as well. I'm not entirely sure, but I sold all of that off, bought a bunch of feathers, and we've got 2.8k now. So I've considered that I don't think I need to do the silk stuff anymore. The silk was really annoying, and I've got 2.8k with only, how much longer have we got? I can't see my timer. Just under 4 hours left to go, so I don't think I can use all of this in 4 hours, so I think we're safe now, which gets away from the hassle of having to juggle everything, which I was doing for a good, like, 2 hours, by the way. It was absolutely horrible. Yeah, that's about it. Basically, an event of silk gave me about 1k coins, which allowed me to buy, like, I don't know, 300 feathers? Something like that, I don't remember. Honestly, don't remember. But yeah, so that's where we're at right now. I'm hoping to get 68 fishing this week, although unfortunately the whole method of doing the silk and having to get feathers repeatedly has really slowed down the progress. So it's not quite the XP rate that I'd have liked. But now that we've got the feathers on us and we don't have to keep going and getting more, hopefully it can be a little bit better. We have got, like I said, just under 4 hours to go. And I think we average about 40 to 50k XP an hour here. So maybe, I mean, we can definitely get 67. Depends on how much XP there is between 67 and 68. We'll see. And that is going to be 68 fishing. We are now qualified to enter the fishing guild, but we're not going to be going there just yet. I just want to have access to it because it's, I don't know, just convenient. Also, it means access to, like, lobsters and stuff within the RD area. I don't know how useful that is. Maybe it'd be kind of useful in the future. We've got about an hour left. I don't really have any game plan for the rest of this episode. And I've still got just over 1,000 feathers yet left. So, I think I might just continue fishing for a bit. I want to use up all of these. And we do eventually want to trade our fishing anyway. I know I said in previous episodes that I wanted to train thieving to get to the stuff to do sharks, but if I'm just going to get spoon-fed a region that basically all I can do is fish in, I might as well fish. Like, I need to train the stat anyway, because at some point I'm going to want to get 82 fishing so I can go to the minnows platform, which will allow me to complete a task later on. So at some point in this account, I'm going to want to get the level. Why not do it right now, where it's the most efficient to do it, given the fact that there's nothing else I can really do. There's no bosses that are available to me, apart from, like I said, God Wars, and I'm not doing that. I would train melee, but there's nowhere really good to train melee either. No good reason to train melee either. Like, I'm not going to get any drops or anything. Chaos Droids are basically the only decent thing I can kill, and they're not decent at all. So, I think I'm just going to get some more fishing XP, and we'll just prep for the next week, because this week kind of sucked. Okay, 4, 3, 2, 1, and that is another week done of Regional Rumble. Okay, with that week done, we're finished. I mean, nothing happened this week. It's a very empty week, and I feel kind of disappointed just the fact that I had nothing to put in this video. But we did manage to get 68 fishing, so I guess, you know, we did get something out of it. It wasn't amazing. But we can enter the fishing guild, and we're only, what, 8 levels away from being able to catch sharks. I think Admiral Pie is 4 boosts, so that means 4 levels, technically, with Admiral Pie, but still, I mean, we're carrying this over at the moment anyway. So, for the end of this week, we are going to be carrying over the same items as before, which if I can rearrange my inventory, I will demonstrate that on screen. So, I've got mithril bolts there. We'll be carrying over the same 5 items as last week. That is the Raw Shark, the D-Med, the Xeric's Talisman, the Red D'hide Body, and the Rune Scimitar. The 5 items we're going to carry over this week. Everything else is going to be ditched, and I guess that just means it is time to roll the new regions. You know what? I don't hate those. That is actually a pretty good week. I've got a few ideas of what I want to do next week, but you'll have to wait and see. So, let's go.